coming over here to the x, well, if x is -1, what do I need to make this turn into 0? If I just write 1, it's going to be -1, my now x, minus 1, but that's -2, not 0. So that doesn't work here. So I'm going to have to use -1, because -1 minus -1 minus negative changes into plus. That's how I'm going to get 0. So I can write minus a -1, but of course minus a negative is really the same as me adding 1. And again, the reason that works is because that's how I'm going to make this go to 0. -1 plus 1 is 0. Alright, number 12. Here for our y values, the y listed here is -2. So if I change this y into -2, what am I going to have to do to make this go to 0? Well, with -2 here, if I just subtract 2, -2 minus 2 is actually going to get me to -4, not 0. So that doesn't work. But if I subtract -2, remember subtracting a negative is actually like adding. So that would be -2 plus 2, which indeed does go to 0. So that's going to be like y plus 2 because it's minus a negative. With the x's here, same idea. If I change this x into -3, -3 minus 3 is actually going to get me to -6. That doesn't work. So instead, let's go ahead and do this as minus -3. Well, -3 minus -3 here is the same as really adding 3. -3 plus 3 changes into 0, which is exactly what's supposed to happen.